What up, y'all? About to go live for our weekly check-in here. Posting something in the chat. And I want to pin it. Pin. Boom. What up, you guys? About to start our weekly check-in. So you guys can stick around for the Q&A if you'd like. Also, I'm about to eat an Uncrustable. Don't judge me. It doesn't have high fructose corn syrup, so that's nice. I've been doing a lot of exercise and I need to set this paused, whatever. The Wi-Fi off. Hello.
Hello.
Oh. Don't mind me.
Hello.
Oh, touche. I'm getting a little snack. Mm-hmm.
Same here. Having my yogurt and honey.
Love it, dude.
Mm.
Natalie, I can't see you. There we are. Hello. How are you guys this week?
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed?
Yeah, I just a lot of family stuff going around. Trying to avoid getting sick.
Yeah. No, I definitely heard that. I feel like everyone's getting sick. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You said you have a lot of family stuff going on? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the flu and stuff like that. It's like I want to go to the gym this week, but then it's like if I'm around sick people, then it's just I don't want to spread that around.
Oh, yeah. No, I totally get it. Julian's jumping in.
How was your week?
Oh, he's been pretty good. Been pretty busy, but it's been good. Oh. We'll see if anybody else jumps on here in a minute, and we'll do some wins. We'll celebrate some wins, and then we'll do a little Q&A like usual. Julian, dude, you're back. There you are.
Am I unmuted now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I made it to the gym.
Let's go.
I
Are you going in there right
I'm like,
now?
oh my God, maybe I should go join this call first. It'll help.
100%. I think his I think your service
If I
might
go later, then I get more machines. If I go right now, then all the machines are taken. So we're gonna give them a little time.
totally. Yeah, there's definitely times in the gym where it's less crowded. And you can go in there and get whatever you want. No one's in the way. And then other times it's like, oh my gosh, what is happening? This is insane.
I have no kids, so the 7 p.m. spot is like my sweet spot. It's my favorite, but I don't want to stay here that late tonight. So we're gonna brave it and go early.
Nice.
Alexa, off.
What up?
Hey.
Already.
We're getting the squad in here, so I bet Tammy will pop on in like 15 minutes. Nice. All right, let's do this thing, you guys. Hold on one second. I'm pulling up my Zoom. Let's start with wins. Who's got wins? We got four of us here. Let's each share a win. I think we can do that. Whoever wants to start. Julian, let's start with you.
Cool. My win is that I'm actually at the gym today, so that's great. I got maybe 3 of my 5 sessions in where I did them full on, I did every single thing, every single lift, every single move. Um, I supplemented where I needed to, so that felt really good. So it feels good to be back in it as much as I am. So new week, new me.
Yeah.
And then this week I signed up for my swim lessons. So I'm finally going to be hitting the pool this month. So
Good, man.
that feels like a huge win.
Love it, bro. Heck yeah, that's awesome. How's your nutrition been? How's your nutrition been, Julian?
Let's see. The nutrition was mostly good until I got to my parents' house, and then it went out the window for about 4 or 5 days while I took care of them. For those that don't know, my parents both had surgery in the same week, the two of them, because they coordinate like that. And I ate a lot of quiche and a lot of cookies, so I feel like I am this week burning off the cookies.
Oh yeah.
So
All
we're
right.
better. This was my first solid back to my normal foods.
Good, good. We're glad to have you back, bro. All right, Omer, you're up, dude. Share a win.
So I had a bit of a back and forth with my when I was doing my running goals. A lot of days I made it to my like 1,000 steps, but there were a few days I couldn't, and it was just the weather was just so bad, and I didn't want to stay out because again people were getting sick, and I didn't want to get something after I've been sick for so long.
Oh, yeah.
And so I would say that's a win because I've been a bit consistent with bit of activity. I did my workout, pretty, but I couldn't finish it because I'm also fasting, so working out immediately after like breaking the fast was a bit. I couldn't make it towards the end, but I was pretty happy that I managed as much as I could. So happy about that. And I'm also moving in a couple of weeks, so that's that's a big step for me as well. So, but I'm gonna do it a more like in a slow way, so I can manage and be more stable with my habits. So
Yeah. No,
yeah, I'm going with like slow, low, mini wins, so that it's not like a drastic change. If I fall off of one, I can still manage the rest of it. So yeah.
yeah, no, that's awesome. Dude, I can totally sympathize with the empathize with the moving. So I'm actually moving as well in like a few weeks. And dude, it is stressful thinking about like how to get your stuff there and then getting furniture and then moving this and then dude, you're like, I don't know how this is gonna be possible. So totally get it, bro. It is tough.
Yeah. I'm moving within a city, but the problem is I can only pick up the keys on a certain day, but I have to have things ready to get the lease and everything in order and get the keys. And then I have the next day that I have this small window where I have to move stuff and like the big stuff because I reserved the time slot for the elevator. The other times I can't, so I have to manage the big stuff first and the small stuff I can just move it by the stairs.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do a slow transition because I'm staying with my my brother right now, so I'm gonna stay till the end of the month and slowly move stuff. Eventually, when I have everything set up towards the end of the month, I think I'm gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, dude, let's let's both commit to when we hit the ground, when we hit the like when shit hits the fan and we're super busy, make working out the first thing in the morning. Just even if it's 30 minutes, just get
Yeah,
up, hit something, and then go about the rest of your day, get everything moved in. Because you and I both know, like, once you start moving the stuff and then wanting to place it here and do that, and you gotta call this
yeah,
person, you're like, there's no shot I'm working out. There's no shot. You're tired.
yeah,
So on those days, let's just get it in first thing in the morning, and we'll roll. We'll hold each other accountable to that because
yeah.
it'll be hard for me too.
Yeah, I'm also expecting my weight vest soon. So
Oh,
that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to. Once I have that, I'm gonna just add that to my walks
yeah,
and see how it goes. So
good man. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. On the topic of walking, does everyone have like hills where you walk? No. Okay, so for the two that do, the two that don't, well, I guess you're just screwed. But just kidding. What I was gonna say is, if you come, one thing I do when I'm walking is if I come upon a hill, I turn around and I walk backwards, and it puts all the blood right into my knees and quads, jacks my heart rate, so it becomes like a lot more conditioning, and it's also really good for your knees, right? And so when you guys approach a hill, just turn around, walk backwards, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you're about halfway up. You're like, holy smoke, this is really hard. And even for you that don't, like, maybe just turn around and walk backwards in general. Yes, people will look at you like you're crazy, but it is good for your knees, and it kind of changes it up and makes it more fun. But I was just thinking about that as you said walking. Um,
I have a question related to that.
but
So I have this hill in the city where there's a pathway you can follow, but it also has stairs. So stairs is like a quick way. I think if you take the stairs for maybe 30 to 40 minutes, you get to the top and you can come back down. I don't know about with the current, icy conditions, but what if you have stairs like that, and what difference does it make compared to a pathway?
dude, if you have stairs, so you're saying it takes 30 40 minutes to get to the top?
Yeah.
Oh,
If you continuously go without stopping, that's like
yeah, that's nasty. That's that's a full on workout, dude.
so I
Hey,
I did it
I
a
say
few
do it.
times. Yeah, I remember seeing another person who I saw like twice or three times going up and down. And
Yeah,
that was when it was really cold and he was in shorts, and I was like, okay, that's on another level. But I just wanted to know what the difference is. It's like it's more intense, right?
yeah, yeah. Far more intense, dude. Walking is excellent, but as soon as you put that incline in there and you're taking those steps up, dude, it changes the dynamic of the workout exponentially. So yeah,
Okay.
I would I would
Well,
say do that one
sorry.
time, go all the way up without a vest, see how you feel, and then maybe build into doing it with a vest. Bro, your glutes will look incredible. You'll be caked up in no time, bro. All right, Natalie, share a win with us.
Um, I avoided getting sick because my parents were sick, and I did want to go to the gym, but then it's like I don't, want to bring any other outside stuff. But the win is this week I'm going back to the gym to start all my workouts.
Good, good. Okay. How's the nutrition coming along?
It's good. I'm trying to balance it.
Yeah. Meal prepping, getting
Avoid-
your groceries on the weekends.
Well, I just have at least ice on the weekends, not
You
during the week, because I just want to balance it out.
okay, what'd you say you had what on the weekends? I couldn't hear you. It went out.
I just want to get. I just have ice cream on the weekends. I'm trying to limit my sweets because it's like the temptation is like right there, and I just want to learn how to control saying, "Hey, I don't have to have this."
Yeah. Yeah. Have you have you removed all the junk food from the house? Have you gone that route yet?
Um,
That's the next
we
step.
don't have. Well, yeah, I'm in the process of trying to throw away some extra candy because I told my mom if we want to do better, we have to eat and think better. Because without that, then you're stuck going nowhere.
That's it. You're gonna be just banging your head against the wall. Yeah,
Exactly.
get rid of all the candy, get rid of all the pastries, the snacks, whatever. Go to the extreme. Even if your parents are like, "What are you doing?" Just tell them to shut up and keep doing it. Tell them it's because you love them.
Exactly.
It,
Yeah, it
it,
kind of reminds me of like the Forks Over Knives,
Yeah.
the documentary. And
Mhm.
I was like, yeah, I mean, if you don't take care of yourself now, you're gonna pay for it later.
100%. You 100.
it's even the processed food sometimes when they what the stuff they add, it's so hidden you don't notice it until you look at the ingredients. You're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's everywhere. It's getting really. I feel like it's simultaneously. This is a whole rabbit trail, but I feel like it's simultaneously getting worse and better at the same time. Like like there's way more crap. They're pushing stuff into the food and all this, but there's also the other side that's really starting to step up and push the healthy food agenda, which is nice. So it's kind of becoming easier, but it's still everywhere. And it really is like a mindset thought process, like not making an easy decision and choosing to eat the healthier food and just waiting at least till the weekend. Like I'm not against having bad food, but it cannot be like the majority has to be healthy, and you've got to be doing a lot of activity. At least that's my thought process on that. But that's awesome, Natalie. You're doing great, and you're stepping into a new world, and it takes time to really change and forge those habits. So it's just day after day, moment after moment, just keep being consistent and showing up, and it will become a lifestyle. All right, Kimberly. Last but certainly not least.
Okay. Wins. So I think just getting better about hitting my macros. I think, I
Yeah,
don't know, getting
that's
closer to it, sleeping better, and then eating more before my workouts. Like I feel better when I was just eating like an applesauce, but now I'll eat like an applesauce and like like a pear or grapes or something. Like
yeah,
I don't know, not much more, but it's been helping. So I feel better like during my workout. So
yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's really great. What are your carbs at right now? How many carbs are you eating per day? Like
Um,
150, 200, somewhere in there?
yeah, I mean, it depends because I'm carb cycling. So today it was 259. So
Nice. Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
That is so good to hear because that's a good bit of carbs. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's encouraging for especially for females. I know we talk about this every time, but for females to hear, that is so good. And that gives you so much more energy in the gym. You can
Yeah.
more, you feel stronger, your body responds better, you're sleeping. Like that's incredible.
Yeah. Feels so much better. Like I'm in a better mood too. Like I feel like playing with my kids more and like so
Yeah.
it's all good. Yep.
Yeah, it can be so torturous. Like bodybuilders that are trying to get down to that, 5% body fat,
Yep.
whatever it is for females, like 9 or 10. It is that is torturous. And I get they do it for their sport and it's just for like a small season, but man, you just feel terrible. You're
Yeah.
at risk of injury when you're lifting because you're so dried out. Your hormones are out of whack. It's like, man, it is just not to me, that's just not worth it.
Yep.
But that's really good to hear. How have you like so you said your workouts are feeling better?
Mhm.
Yeah, so you feeling stronger? How your front squats feeling? I know we talked about that last time.
Better.
Yeah,
Much better. Yeah.
okay, good.
Like so much better. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Yep. All good.
that's awesome.
Yep.
Um, okay, guys, what questions do we have for the week? Any nutrition questions? Any lifestyle questions? Mentality questions? I don't know, just something that's maybe you came across your mind over this past week. We can kind of talk through it. Any issues with consistency?
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
How about fasting? What's a proper way to do that?
Okay. Very good question. What's making you ask that? What are you thinking about?
Trying to, I just want to try it out.
Yeah. Well, so there's a lot of different ways you can go about it. Um, there's obviously the kind of the baseline is just going for a long block of time periodically, whether it's 24 hours or 2 days or 3 days, whatever it is. You can also do intermittent fasting, which is like, hey, you're only eating food 7 to 8 hours a day, and the rest of the time you're fasting. That's a very popular thing, and I think people see a lot of success on it. Um, there's also you can kind of do like a lot. There's actually a friend of mine, Michael Coomer, who if you guys saw him on Instagram, I posted his MK Supps, the organ meats. So he's the guy who created that. He lives like right down the road from me, and he fasts every month for 48 hours, and I think every week for 24 hours, like something like that. But like he integrates it into his life pretty often, and he does that one long one once a month. Fasting. Oh, Julian's back. We lost him. Now he's back. Fasting is great for, if you do it correctly, it can be really great for fat loss, but you have to make sure you're like intermittent, but you have to make sure you're eating food in your window, enough calories to have the energy the next day, right? So you don't want to eat like 500 calories and then go into your next fast and then 500 calories again. Then you're in a massive caloric deficit. So you've still got to make sure you're eating enough. But it's great for fat loss. It's great for cellular autophagy. So it just, your body will start eating out, like eating off all the bad cells in your body. So it's good for your immune system. It's good for your skin. It's good for your hormones. So there's a lot of benefits to fasting. And then there's obviously the spiritual side of it too, if you ever just want to do it to grow closer to the Lord. I don't know if that answers your question.
Thanks. It does.
Yeah. Are you wanting to implement that?
I am. I just want to know how to like do it correctly.
I would say for you, I think the best thing to do is start with intermittent fasting. If you really want to do it, I think intermittent fasting, and just make your window from like, I don't know, 12 o'clock to 8 p.m. and put all of your calories into there. Wake up in the morning and get your workout in, right? Don't eat anything afterwards until that lunchtime, and then get your protein in, your carbs, 2 or 3 meals. Finish on like, get all your fats as your last meal, or the majority of your fats in your last meal. I think that would be a really good start for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole thing around fasting. It can be really good. What other questions do you guys have?
I'm going to go in the other direction. So, like next week, I'm taking my niece and my 2 kids. We're going to Universal Studios, so it's going to be 3 against 1.
Yeah, good luck.
Sorry. And anyway, so I mean, there's a gym there. I'm going to try and stay on track and everything, but like it's okay, like to like I'm gonna try and stay on my macros as much as possible, but like if I want to not, like it's okay for like a day or two, right? Like
Yes,
okay,
100% it is. I would my thought. So I'll just share my thought process around that for myself, and you can take it with a grain of salt. But my thought process is I try not to overindulge, right? Like I'm
yeah,
not having 3 ice cream sundaes in the day and tons of fast
right,
just because I'm like, well, it's vacation or whatever. I'm still cognizant of it,
yeah,
but it's totally okay because again, it's about the consistency overall as a whole. And this is the one thing I love to like just drive home. It's like those 2 days of whether you're under eating or overeating, it's not going to kill you because as soon as you come back, you're right back into it. You're going to the gym, you're getting your training in, you're back to sleep, you're going to lift, and you'll probably feel better because especially if you ate extra calories, you're going
yeah,
to have that energy. Now, if you
yeah,
want to talk about aesthetics, like maybe you don't look as cut up for a day or two, but that's okay.
yeah,
Like it'll come right back.
okay,
Yeah, totally okay. That's the balance part of life. Like you got to live life and have fun.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
pizza's good. Like Zaxby's is good. Ice cream is good. It just needs to be in moderation.
yeah.
So yeah, totally okay. Julian, I thought you were about to ask a question.
No, I'm just getting text messages
Yeah.
in between. My dad, we just got so for those that don't know, the part of the cancer or one of the surgeries that was last week or 2 weeks ago, is my dad was having a cancer biopsy. This is his second round with cancer, and his results came back negative. So he doesn't have cancer. So
Dude,
that's just kind of what's the family chat is popping off right now. So we're having a really good day today.
that's
Back in
awesome,
the gym, and dad has no cancer, so we're pretty happy.
man. That's really cool, dude. That's so
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
How old is your dad?
He's young. He's hold on. I'm not. I'm 42, so that makes him 66.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's a young guy. So
And
he's
it's
in his 60s. Yeah, we're really happy.
awesome, man. Yeah. What kind of cancer do you have? Yeah.
Lung cancer.
Do you
Yeah,
smoke?
he was
Wow.
a smoker for the first 30 years of his life. He quit in his 30s. He quit right around 30, 31, so he hasn't smoked in 30 years, but he was around a bunch of smokers, and that's kind of what happens. And we grew up with him not smoking in the house, so all of us, like our family, were not a bunch of smokers, but
Yeah.
it shows you what happens. His mom passed away of lung cancer. She never smoked, but she was secondhand smoke to my grandfather, who smoked until he was 90.
Yeah.
So it's just bodies are crazy, and I think that's why we're all here. Is we're trying to not outlive our parents, but create these healthy habits, because that runs in my family. Cardiovascular issues run in my family, heart disease, diabetes, blood pressure. So that is why I am here doing what we're doing.
That's it, man. That's it. Yeah, that's like just keep that in the forefront of your mind, right? Like that's,
Hmm.
that can like let that be your driving force. Every time you're tired, you don't want to do it.
Yep.
You don't want to meal prep. You're like, man, it'd
And
be
I was just thinking, like, oh my God, I haven't been counting my macros in like at least a month or two. So now I got to go back and start putting in the macros in to see where I need to fine tune it up,
yeah,
because that super helps.
yeah, man.
Super helps.
It really does, dude. Yeah. Does he lead an active lifestyle? Does he work out and stuff?
Yeah, my dad's he's never been overweight. He's always been a champion swimmer, went to the Navy, was still a champion swimmer.
Wow.
He swims almost every day. He's more now he can't swim as much as he had three back surgeries. So now he walks about 4 to 5 miles a day.
Wow.
And we have hills. Like there's nothing but hills in his area. So he averages a good 2 hour to 3 hour walk. And then if he can get in the pool, which right now is not pool season, but if he can get in the pool, then he's usually swimming. So he taught us to be active. So I want to say we're always chasing my dad.
Oh, that's cool. Wow.
Yeah,
Awesome. It's just crazy. It's crazy when you hear things like that. It's like, man, you just never know what's gonna happen.
exactly.
Never.
Exactly.
There's just so many stories. There's stories on the opposite end where people smoke till they're 90 and
That's my grandpa.
and you're just like, how is this possible?
How is this possible? I don't know what they're putting in the cigarettes these days or what's going on,
Nuts.
but
It's crazy. And then someone else like just walks outside and gets cancer, and you're like, this is insanity.
it's totally crazy. It's
My
just
gosh. They were talking about on the news like 10-year-olds getting rectal cancer. Like, isn't
that's
that
not
just
right.
ridiculous? Like,
Did they say what
like
they were?
colon cancer. Not, yeah, but
Did they
yeah.
say what they were correlating it to?
They said it was like just genetics.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
I know, right?
Yeah,
It's
I
crazy.
feel like
All the more reason why to like watch what you put in your body, watch what you, if you have kids, watch what you're feeding your kids. And yeah.
Count them macros, Whole Foods. We was talking about that earlier. One of y'all, Whole Foods, no preservatives. That's been the hardest part of this journey, is switching over to meal prepping and like being accountable of what you're putting into what, and just like checking labels. For me, it was peanut butter, and realizing how many people put palm oil in peanut butter, and having to find a brand that's just peanuts, or just peanuts and salt if you're going that route, or just it's amazing these
And
days.
it's crazy. I could go down a rabbit hole. Like even like shredded cheese, they put like wood chips in shredded cheese just so it
Awesome.
like, I mean, it's just, there's
Awesome.
so many bad things. It's just
I love
crazy.
wood chips on my salads. That's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
it's very challenging. You could definitely drive yourself crazy thinking about it too. So like there's like a level there of like how neurotic do you want to be, but also like You don't want to just be whimsically going about eating whatever. It's very tough, very challenging. And then yeah, so you guys are doing great. You're here, you're trying, you're being conscious of it, and you're setting an example for like for Kimberly, you have kids. I have a son, but like even for those of you who don't, like you're setting an example for those around you. They're
Mhm.
looking at you and they're like, huh, okay, something's different. I want to do this. So
Yeah.
it does matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump so I can actually get to the gym because I'm seeing more people going in than leaving, and I want to
Yeah,
see if I can try to squeeze my spot in.
dude,
But I'll
go get
check
at it.
y'all next Tuesday.
Cool, man.
Nice to see you.
Very
Same. Good to be back. Bye, y'all.
cool. Do y'all have any other questions to finish up the night?
I have one question. It's related to one of the challenges where you have to pick one or more hard things to do in a day.
Yeah.
So, like when you have certain challenges, like even if we take the physical one, is that challenge supposed to be like over a longer period of time, right? Because it's challenges something um like master some some sport or martial arts or something like that. That's like it's more the initiative to to do something for a long term, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, like mastering the skill would definitely be over a long period of time, but going and like taking a class or like practicing it, like challenging yourself to be in an environment where like maybe you just feel weird and awkward and it's tough, you're uncoordinated, you need to ask for help. That's kind of the idea behind it, is just getting really uncomfortable and then learning how to be okay with that uncomfortableness. And even if you never develop the skill because you started and you don't like it or whatever, at least you took that step and now you're more willing to take that step again in another arena. And that's kind of the idea behind it. You know, like I think about it like this, like for me, it's the like starting up a conversation with someone random. Like that terrifies me. I don't know why, but like, it just yeah, it just does. And so like I think about okay, if I'm ever going throughout my day and something pops into my head like, oh, I should do that, but I'm kind of scared, it's like that's got to be the trigger. Go do it, whatever it is. So it's just kind of having that in the back of your mind. If it pops in your brain, you're like, I should challenge myself to do that, and then you have all the excuses afterwards. Oh, but it's late. I'm tired. They're gonna think I'm weird. Whatever it is, turn it off. Go do it.
And you can pick like for a particular day I can do some like one thing more on the spiritual side, and another day I can just pick something different. It doesn't have to be just one thing again and again, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And maybe you do that one thing several times until it becomes more comfortable and then move on to the next thing. Like, well, I've done this 20 times. I feel really good with it. It's more of a habit now. Let me add something else to the list. And then that's just because the whole idea is like, I want this to be a holistic approach to growing as a person, not just getting really fit, right? Because that's how it becomes a lifestyle. If you're okay with challenging yourself and you invite the challenge, you'll always be fit. You'll always be healthy because you crave that. You want that. So you're going to the gym, you're doing things, and it's just wiring your brain to desire that. That's kind of the idea behind it.
I personally picked something like for this past week, for a couple of days, I picked something out of the list, and it was more like because I'm moving in a small co-op community where people are kind of asking for help because everyone's moving at this period. So they're usually asking if someone's available, can they help me with this? Can someone? So I was available for 2 days, and I was like, okay. I just sent the message, and I'm like, okay, I'm available. What do you need? I can do this. I can help you out with that. So I did that for twice this past week because I was free, anyways.
Can you come to
And
my house? I need help.
oh, I would honestly, because the like this past couple of weeks have been kind of really slow, and my parents were also leaving, so I was trying to kind of figure out, okay, what can I do, and I was trying to find something to do outside, and avoid being at home because when I'm at home, I'm just usually on the computer, and I'm like, I gotta stay out of this space. So it's like a double thing that I want to avoid doing this and do something more active. Uh, so it kind of helped out.
That is perfect. That's spot on for that's absolutely spot on. So keep looking for those opportunities, man. And I mean, dude, going to the gym might be the hard thing for you one day. Like that might be the thing where it's you got a lot of excuses and it's like, I need to go do this workout. That can be the hard
Yeah.
thing for sure. So good, man. You're leaning into it. That's awesome. All right. Well, y'all enjoy your night. Thank you for being
Thank you.
I really love these Tuesday nights and getting to just like hang out and chat with you guys. I think it's a lot of fun. So yeah, go get some sleep. Let's get after it tomorrow and stay healthy, please. Get some sleep and stay healthy. No more sickness.
All right.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Take care. Enjoy your day.